Yeah, I agree with a lot of that. The original plan for atoms was to have no issuance and to use demurrage. The idea of demurrage is that it's basically effectively a negative interest rate. So the longer you hold the token, sort of the more it disappears from your account over time. And that was going to be the incentive for people to stake, so that you would have to stake to not have the negative interest applied. But for a variety of reasons, we went with the staking model rather than a demurrage model, and it seems like that is definitely up for change in the future. To start with, we could just look at lowering the inflation rate, but that doesn't necessarily achieve that much. But moving to fixed issuance, and potentially even also additionally moving to a demurrage model could be quite interesting to sort of make up for that. So that's one. But then there's also like a lot of other pieces. I don't know that I agree that fees will be nothing. I think there's still quite a lot of potential for fees, especially if we have fees coming in across the whole interchain, and from like shared security zones and all that sort of stuff. So there is still a lot of opportunity for Atom secured infrastructure to generate a lot of activity that could accrue back to the staked atoms. So there's a lot of potential there. There's also just like all the basics, like tokenomics sort of across the ecosystem is growing up. So that'll all come to the CØSMOS hub as well. Things like EAP 1559, so that the fees can actually get burned, and that could be an atom, and potentially that could use like a native DEX on, or in the ecosystem of DEXs to turn any fee into atoms to burn them to actually participate in the fee market, stuff like that. So there's sort of a lot on the table for the tokenomics, and these are things that we're discussing all the time. And then the other thing that's actually sort of hinted at is this idea of like Atom in the hub sort of becoming like a holding company, partially through shared security, but also through the kind of experiments and like just business development and relations that the hub can have with other chains, and Atom potentially becoming something like an index into the other chains, and into the other sort of CØSMOS coins. That's been informally materializing through the airdrop season, right? But
sorry.
That's all good. People are not fungible. Everyone forgets this.
Sunny and I are fungible.
I don't know. Sunny thinks people are fungible. Sunny thinks that the people that worked on Gravity DEX could have and should have just worked on interchain security. I don't think it works that simply, but people are non-fungible. Keep that in mind, folks. When you hire engineers and treat them like they're fungible, you're going to have problems. I completely lost my train of thought, which was that Atom as an index token. Yeah, so there's a lot of interesting opportunity for Atom to become, so it's sort of been informally immortalized as as an index token through these airdrops, but that's not really a sort of continuous process. And one of the things we're starting to explore a lot now is how we can actually make that, and sort of as part of also the Atom continuing to be a Schelling point for financing public goods, how we can make that a more continuous process, so that there's sort of a continuous stream from all the different projects in the ecosystem to the sort of core Atom, and CØSMOS Hub and CØSMOS Community Pool community. And that's a lot of stuff that we'll probably see, explored quite a bit in the next year and couple of years. So there's sort of a lot on the table for Atom tokenomics that is all very exciting. That goes far beyond, I think, just the kind of simple things that people have talked about, and just like, changing the inflation rate and whatever.
Yeah. Over the holiday season, I'm trying to take a break. Mostly I'm trying to take a break from running companies. Protocol development is something I just like do.
That's for fun. That's what you do.
Protocol development is, it's fun. It's like once you start doing protocol development, I've never really understood this idea that people are going to stop. It's like the most fun thing ever to like have like drawn the protocol on a whiteboard and then like later send like hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars over it. Like, that is the best feeling in the world.
Pretty incredible.
Yeah. So I'm working on like a liquid staking roadmap to like actually get the pull request that is sitting in that we've been working on for like almost 6 months, and gratefully we are, Occlusion is grateful for funding from the ICF for the liquid staking work. Like, it would not have been possible without the funding of the ICF to work on it. So we've been working on that, and we have a plan. We're going to work on that, and I have some other proposals for Atom tokenomics that I'm not really ready to talk about, but I'm planning on working on